Check it out. So I went ahead and these are the all rock albums and some psychedelic, but pretty much rock and roll. That's what all that is. That's country, I believe, and then I got soundtracks and all that goodies. But so the shelves I built down there, I decided to put all these albums. That's the ones I'm keeping definitely, and I went ahead and set them up downstairs. I only had 8 slots, so I was able to cram them nice and tight, and I was able to get 9 of them, 9 cubicles into 8. And I'll show you. We'll go down there and I'll show you what I've done so far. And the rest of these I'm going to pull off, and then we can get this cabinet downstairs. This is, in case you guys want to do it, parting all the dust, so it's kind of dusty. These are the dollies from Harbor Freight that are like, I don't even remember. I think I paid $11 for them or something. I don't know what they are now, but they fit perfect. Get 2 of them, and you can see it. You got a center point there, and then your edge points. And I screwed this all down. That way you can roll it around, and this dude is solid. I mean, it does not move. But I highly recommend, if you have a bunch of albums like that, put it on rollers so you can move it around if you have to. Now, we got to paint all these. In case you don't know, these are just basically baseboard. I cut these down to 2 1/4 because I had some leftovers. 2 1/4, ½ inch thick, 13 inches wide. See, it just fits in there perfect. Put it in there, your albums will stop right there. But I'm going to paint these black. That way you can't really tell. It's going to be up against the wall, so you won't really know. Alright, let me get all this stuff out. We'll go down the basement. I know my legs are killing me from going up, down, up, down, up, down. That's a lot of albums. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, we're still cleaning down here. But hey, look, we're getting closer. We're getting a little bit more organized. So, this is how I got it set up. They're packed in there pretty tight. Nice. See how I put those stoppers in, how the albums sit? Just perfect. Alphabetical order, A through Z. I can probably put another 10 albums in here if I squeezed it tight. But like I said, this is pretty much all rock and maybe a little psychedelic rock also, but pretty much rock and roll. From the 70s to 80s pretty much. I may have some early 60s, or late 60s, sorry. Late 60s, but. So now we'll get our other, what is it, 16 cube. We'll get it brought down here, and we'll start getting that organized. Like I said, I want to go through all these albums and get them cleaned up and put in inventory and a lot of stuff. Oh, I guess I haven't shown you yet. This is some of the stereo equipment I'm putting it in. We got a Pioneer amplifier. It's the M770. And then CX770. It's a whole kit for a whole set. So it came with your amplifier, your preamp. Let's see. Came with your Pioneer tape player and a 6-disc CD player. I have not tried any of this out yet. All I know is the guy who I got it from never really used it. He said he's never put an album on this. And if you look, the needle's like brand new. But never used it. I went to fire it up the other day, and the belt was completely rotted, I guess. I don't even know. Like decomposed. Like you go to touch it, and it was like a gel. And well, you can see I still got some of the black crap all over my fingers. So we need to get a new belt for it, and it seems like I may need to get a new motor, because that motor, when you power it on, it'll rotate for a little bit and then kind of stop and then rotate. So I'm thinking the motor's no good. I don't know if I'm going to spend the money on it or not. This is only about a $50 to $100 record player, but we may just keep it up here for now and use it for parts. This is an old Sony turntable I found at a garage sale. They were throwing it away. Everything was just junk. So I stripped it all, and this is what I used to clean my albums. Of course, it's all dirty, but I put my albums on it, spray it with my solution, and then clean it like that. I have not used this. I bought this a couple of years ago. Not a couple years ago, a year ago. So we'll give that a try. And all this stuff's been in storage, so it's all dusty and dirty. I've got these cleaned. This is the record player I've always used, but I haven't used it in a while. You can see it's all dusty. We gotta get it cleaned up. But I love this one. This thing sounds awesome, works great. Oh, and I had a bunch of these. I don't even remember where I got these. These are old Boston speakers. They're really good. Micro 120X. I've heard they sound really good. They're a two-way. I got 4 of these, so I figure I'll... Oh, this is a surround sound, by the way. Like one of the very first Dolby Pro Logic surround sound system. This came out in 1995. Like I said, the guy I got it from never really used it. Every now and then he had turned it on AM and listened to some AM stuff, but never. He said he never used the tape. He never used the CD player. Maybe once on the CD player. I'm hoping it all works. I did take, when I was cleaning the tape, I did take the cover off, and the belts all still look really good, which that's usually the first thing that goes out on them. Did come with a couple of old recording cassettes, which is cool. That brings back memories when I was a kid. Remember the day of sitting by your radio, listening, waiting for your favorite song, and as soon as it comes in, you push record, and then the DJ keeps talking during the song and just makes you so mad. You're like, dang it. I got a big old mess. Got a nest of wires there. A bunch of RCA cables. Oh yeah, this is a turntable. I bet you guys, Lin, I guess it's Lin. Apparently these are very high dollar record players. I been slowly putting it together. Been a lot of missing pieces, and I haven't really put it all together. I'm just kind of slowly piecing it together. So if you run the serial number on these, this one, there's serial number. When you type in the serial number, it tells you what year these came out. And I believe this one's a 1985 is when it came out. Here's original paperwork that was in the box I got. So I'm hoping to try it out. I went on eBay. It's missing the outer plate. So I ordered it. I think it came with the inner and outer plate. And if you pull this apart, it comes with call it a circus bearing. So we'll put a new circus bearing on, and we'll put all this on. I already bought a new belt for it. Let's see, it's all tore apart. I got to rewire it all. Got to run new RCA cables. You can see there's exposed wires on it. For some reason, somebody cut that apart. I'm not sure why. So I'm going to end up ohming each one of these and making sure they're ohming out right. But I got new RCA cables. I'll wire this up. This goes to your stylus or your photo alarm. I've already wired up new RCA jacks. So this will be the left and right channel, and then wired up a ground. And I made it all one piece. This is a power plug. It's really thin and small, so I'm probably going to put a heavier duty power plug, and I may go ahead and run a ground to it. I don't know if that's necessary, but like I said, I'm learning as to go. But from what I hear, these are badass freaking record players or turntables, so I am hoping to get this put together and see what it's all about, why everybody loves them so much. But this is, like I said, this is the one I normally use. I have a Pioneer upstairs that works awesome. That's what I've been using here lately. I kind of put this off, put it in the office, just collecting dust. This is my other one. I'll show you here. This is the one I've used for years and years. This is an old JVC. And this is my daughter's. I gave this to her. It's freaking awesome. You can skip it. So it's got a little laser or something in there. I don't know how it exactly works, but I can go like this and it'll automatically go to the next song just by skipping it. Here's the cover. Dust cover. It was scratched up and had this cracked in it whenever I bought it. I bought pretty much all my turntables at Goodwill, garage sale. I believe I actually bought this in Arizona when I was visiting there. Arizona and the Phoenix area, if you go to a Goodwill, you can get all kinds of awesome stereo equipment because you got all those Richies up there. Just throw these away. You know, and this was top of the line back in the day. And then this one's really cool because it has a built-in ground. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's because of the plug-in, but you don't have to plug a ground onto your receiver. And the sound quality is really good. You hardly get any crackling. I don't know if it's made that way. And the arm was always cool. Tracking arm, tone arm. So it's kind of like that. Technics over there. Kind of does the same thing. But this is a really good CD player. This is a QL-L2. But if you ever come across one of those, it's worth it. I think I only paid $5 for it. And I had to put a belt. That's the only thing I've done to it. And, you know, I cleaned it and oiled it. That was years ago. Same thing with this. I think I paid like $10-15 for this. And the only thing I had to do, I think this one had a belt on this one too. I think I changed the belt on here, but it wasn't that bad. I mainly changed the belt for the tone arm because it was slipping. It would play and then slip, play and slip. So I ended up getting a new belt for it, and it was a lot tighter. Put it on there, and this thing works just flawlessly. It just works so awesome. And it has the same thing. You can push the skip, and it'll go to track 2, skip again, track 3, so on. So my Pioneer one that I have, you can actually push play, and you can actually type in, like it's got a bunch of numbers here, and I can go track 2, track 5, track 6, and push that, key it all in, program my own deal, and then push play, and it will actually skip to track 2, track 4, track 5. You know, it'll just go wherever you type it in. It's wild. I think it's the turntable I have up there was built in 92 or something like that. It's really cool. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. This is a Technics SLJ2. We'll get this one cleaned up. I'll show you how it works. It's freaking awesome. And look how small and compact it is. It's only 13 by 13. So we're slowly getting there. We're going to put a bigger TV down here. This is going to be kind of the game room / listening room. We're going to put my son's PlayStation 5 down here. And I kind of figure that way if he gets in trouble, instead of taking his player away or whatever, we'll just say, hey, you're in trouble. You can't go down the basement today. I got this. Somebody threw this away. It's a small little subwoofer. I think it's a little 8-inch sub. We'll wire that in. I'll show you how to do that. What else? There's a bunch of crap I got to do. I'm excited about putting this together. I really want to hear what this sounds like. I mean, they're basically saying this is a badass unit. So, you guys know anything about them? LP2 or no, LP12. We'll give this one a shot. There's the tone arm. It's all in here. What else we got? Oh yeah, here's my Pioneer Spec 4. And I have the preamp for this. I can't find it. It's in storage somewhere. But this is one badass amplifier. I don't even know what the wattage is. Maybe one of you guys know. It's a lot. But I did switch these. I believe I put LED blue lights in it. Looks really nice. Well, I'm slowly getting all my vintage stereos out. Kind of show you guys. Noise. Next, we'll get my vintage speakers out. I got a couple that I haven't even listened to yet. We're going to try to kind of repurpose them a little bit, make them look a little prettier. Because they've been sitting in a garage for probably 20, 30 years. So it's coming along. That's where we're at right now. What do you guys think? All right. Peace out. Signing off. Yeah.